Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Y'all paying attention to what's going on, aren't you? Y'all listening? Make sure you like and subscribe. Consider donating to the channel. This is the job. So, that being said, Andy Ruiz versus Filip Hrgovic. A lot of you guys weren't aware of that, were you? Well, I wasn't either. Well, I tell you what, the IBF have now officially ordered Filip Hrgovic versus Andy Ruiz for the IBF interim heavyweight belt. Eddie Hearn has revealed. He said negotiations for that fight are ongoing, though the WBC also previously ordered Ruiz. Remember, previously, past tense, ordered Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder as a final eliminator. Now, do you guys remember, I don't know, was it like a week ago? Week and a half, maybe? I don't even think it was a week. I don't even think it was 2 weeks ago. I just did a video about Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz and him and Malik Scott understanding that Andy Ruiz, that's the fight that they were supposed to be going into to become the mandatory to Tyson Fury for the WBC, right? Title. Now, when I posted that, of course, you get a lot of, people, knee-jerk reactions. They just see the content, and they immediately start saying, oh, that's not how this works. They will never make that fight. Usyk is supposed to be fighting Tyson Fury. And I'm like, my man, relax. They said in that, and this guy's cutting the grass out here, man. It's driving me damn crazy. But they said in that article, right, that Deontay Wilder may not be fighting Andy Ruiz. Now, one thing I know for a fact is Deontay Wilder didn't sign a contract for Andy Ruiz. And remember, back during the AJ fight, when AJ and Usyk fought, Andy Ruiz was there basically begging AJ for a rematch, basically begging Deontay Wilder to sign the contract because Andy Ruiz had already signed his portion. Wilder and his team, they didn't sign anything. They don't want to fight Andy Ruiz. They want to go into the fight with Usyk. So, fast forward to where we are. Now you got it to where Tyson Fury, he's like, look, we got a fight in the UK. I want more than 50% of the fight purse. I want more than 50% from ticket sales. I want more than 50% from pay-per-view. And Usyk's like, nah. Now, I'm going to ask you guys a question, right? Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button, right? If you're still here watching the video. What's his name? Usyk has all those belts, man. Tyson Fury has the WBC, we get it. But Usyk has that. He even has the ring. The ring title. What's that damn title Tyson Fury's already talking about? He's the lineal champion or whatever. Usyk has all those belts. The only one he doesn't have is the WBC. So, like I've said when it comes to Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, those belts are like certifications, man. The guy with the most certifications should get paid the most money. But Tyson Fury is out here saying, no, forget those belts. I'm the draw. It's in the UK. The fight doesn't happen without me. Nobody gets paid handsomely without me. Tooting his own horn, licking on himself, self-licking ice cream cone, whatever, however you want to describe it, right? And I think there's some truth to what Tyson Fury's saying. However, I just don't think that it's a valid argument for him to get a 70-30 or a 60-40 split in his favor against Usyk. So, of course, Usyk and his team, they're like, we don't have time for this BS. All of a sudden, Tyson Fury comes out and declares that if he doesn't fight Usyk next for undisputed, look, that's not going to be on the line for him, as he'll refuse to pay sanctioning fees for the IBF world title. Fury was quickly stripped, if you guys didn't know, by the IBF for not facing his mandatory Glazkov back in 2015. All right? So Tyson Fury doesn't really care about having, I don't think Tyson Fury really cares about these titles. I'm just being honest with you. But one thing we know is him and Alexander Usyk, as far as them coming to terms on a fight, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, right? They're at opposite ends of the spectrum. And this guy is driving me crazy, man. He's blowing the grass now. But they're at opposite ends of the spectrum with the negotiations. So that being said, you look at what Deontay Wilder and Malik Scott talking about. Deontay Wilder could be fighting a mystery opponent. It was also reported that because of Deontay Wilder's position and the influence he has as a ex-heavyweight champion, right? And the kind of drawing power, right? That's how they described it, Deontay Wilder having a lot of drawing power, that he could very well surpass Andy Ruiz and take a different fight. Now, of course, I said it has to be Alexander Usyk because the fight that they were saying, and we're talking about this mystery opponent, will be a bigger and better fight than Andy Ruiz. So just by process of elimination, when you look at it, you got Anthony Joshua, who's not available. You got Tyson Fury, who's definitely not available. You got what's his name? Flip Hrgovic. You got Jaleel Zhang. But at the end of the day, the only one person where it made some sense, right, was Alexander Usyk. So I really believe Deontay Wilder and Alexander Usyk is next because Alexander Usyk said that's who he wants to fight. If Alexander Usyk can't get Tyson Fury, he said he wants Deontay Wilder. And now it looks like he's not going to be able to get Tyson Fury. So stars are lining up big time for Deontay Wilder. Now, when you look at this, some people are saying it's just Eddie Hearn. He tried to ruin Tyson Fury against Usyk because Hrgovic is Eddie Hearn's man. He wanted Hrgovic to go out there, disrupt things so he can get an opportunity to try to win the unification back, get those titles back underneath Snatchroom. Well, of course, it didn't work out for him. So now he's out here. And this is what I tell you when it comes to boxing politics, when it comes to the mystery briefcase and money and stuff like that, people, we're content creators, right? And we're going to bring you information. But 90% of the guys bring y'all bullcrap. But at the end of the day, me included, only the fly on the wall knows what the hell is really going on. You know what I'm saying? But what I will tell you is this. When it comes to Flip Hrgovic and Andy Ruiz, you better believe there's some discussions that are taking place at levels, I call it the big top, right? Key decision makers, they're at the big top, that are sitting there strategically moving these fighters into positions, man, because it's all about money, and the sanctioning bodies run boxing, man, as well as the Kinahan and Irish mob. Just joking. So don't be surprised if we get Wilder versus Usyk and Hrgovic versus Ruiz, because we know Ruiz is thirsty. Ruiz can't sit here and be out the ring too long. Ruiz needs to be out here making money. He's created a lifestyle for himself to where Andy Ruiz needs to be out here making money. He needs to be fighting. He needs to be getting a couple million 3 times a year. Like he needs that. So Andy Ruiz is going to jump at the first opportunity. Plus, it gives him an opportunity to get an IBF interim title. Now, can Andy Ruiz beat Flip Hrgovic? Andy Ruiz will, no kidding, knock out Hrgovic. Hrgovic is going to get tired. He's going to try to box tall, fight long. But for those of you saying Andy Ruiz is too small, hold your horses. Don't take it to the stupid. Make sure you like and subscribe, right? Andy Ruiz has been fighting guys way taller than him, way probably bigger than him, longer than him, his whole life. And Andy Ruiz, what has he done? That's food to him. He's devoured those guys, right? So Flip Hrgovic is the perfect style for Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is going to get in there, let those hands go, and he hits hard as hell. And I just think he's going to chop Hrgovic down, and Eddie Hearn's going to be miserable. And, he's going to have Joshua already, who's kind of out there in the soup kitchen. Then Hrgovic is going to be out there in the damn soup kitchen. You already got Dillian White in the soup kitchen, Derek Chisora in the soup kitchen. And then he'll have Jaleel Zhang next, and he had to be very careful of how he, markets him and he matches him up. because Jalil Zhang is one of my favorite fighters, but can't afford to have him in the soup kitchen. So that being said, if Andy Ruiz and Hrgovic fight, which it looks like that's going to happen, I'm picking Andy Ruiz. Now, Deontay Wilder and Alexander Usyk. I got to be careful to make sure that I don't take it to the stupid just because I like Wilder. I like Usyk too. Horrible what's going on in Ukraine. So my heart goes out to Usyk, man. Deontay Wilder, my heart goes out to him because I just like the fact that this man is all about his kids. You know, when people are like that, it means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Usyk is too, but you look at Deontay Wilder's story, doesn't matter if you like him or not, if you believe what he said about all the shit about the costume and Tyson Fury and someone giving him the juju and all that crap, right? Doesn't matter forget all that. The fact that this man was working at IHOP, had to drop out of college, and did something for his daughter who has spinal bifida, right? And it worked out for him, right? You know, you got to root for a guy like that. Now, I'm not saying since he's made his money and stuff that there's some things he does and says that I agree with, all of it. No, but at the end of the day, you get to the root cause for why he decided to get into boxing. I support that. But now, all that being said, make sure you like and subscribe, right? Can Deontay Wilder beat Alexander Usyk? Listen. You got to give Deontay Wilder a chance in that fight because everyone he's fought, he's put down. He's knocked out, okay? Every single opponent. So with him in there against Usyk, you got to give him a chance to say he's gonna knock him out as well. Now, this is why I think Wilder has a chance, but I'm also going to tell you why I think Usyk has a chance. For those of you who already who are about to click off the video and go down there and type in comments, you're crazy if you think Wilder would beat Usyk. No, hold on. Hold your horses. Don't take it to the stupid. I think Wilder beats Usyk because Usyk is shorter than Wilder. Usyk's arms aren't as long as Wilder's, okay? Wilder doesn't have to worry about Usyk putting his weight on him, having those long arms to tie him up. Wilder trying to punch and then Usyk being able to counter him at the same time because Usyk has this equal or longer reach like Tyson Fury. So those attributes that Tyson Fury possessed naturally made it very hard for Deontay Wilder. You look at what Deontay Wilder fought Gerald Washington. Same thing. Made it hard for Wilder until he got to him. Even when Wilder fought Brazil. Yeah, he damn near killed him in the first round. But if you watch, Brazil touched Wilder, sent Wilder ass across the ring. A lot of people didn't catch that. Brazil hurt Wilder. Wilder would never say it, but he don't have to say it. You can see in that first round, Brazil hurt him. Brazil would have knocked Wilder out if he would have just been smarter, but he just, dumbass came out there, man, all lackadaisical with his hands down, and Wilder, did what he was supposed to do. So with Usyk, I had to give Wilder a chance. It's almost like a Luis Ortiz situation, Bermane Stiverne situation, Chris Arreola situation, all right? They're going to be sitting there, and they're going to be trying to box and move around, create some problems for Wilder, but at some point, he's just going to be able to get the shots off. Now, the thing is, I'm not at all putting Usyk in that category with the aforementioned. Height-wise, stature-wise, reach-wise, everything, it's the same. Skill set-wise, a whole nother level, right? Usyk, what you have with Usyk, it's kind of like what you had with AJ. Usyk, boxer, puncher, floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. He's not going to be there for you to just get your shots off, right? He's so quick with that in and out movement, and Deontay Wilder doesn't really know how to have the best defense. He doesn't know how to tie up. He goes straight back in the line. Recipe for a disaster, okay? Yo, this is boxing 101 stuff. You just let go a 15-second drill, just 1, 2, 3, 4, brrr, just let your hands go and move forward when someone going back. He's going to trip over his own feet and you can get a knockdown like that. You don't even have to land anything hard. And with Usyk, though, the problem for Wilder is Usyk has some pop to him. And Usyk is intelligent, man. So I think Deontay Wilder could find himself with Malik Scott having Wilder, instead of keeping him fighting as a lion, turning him into a pussycat, you could find Wilder doing what Joshua did, trying to outbox the slick master boxer technician, Alexander Usyk, which we know that's not going to work. And hopefully Malik Scott paid attention to the mistakes that Joshua made And with Wilder, works more on stalking Usyk. And you can say, oh, Wilder can't stalk him. It works to Usyk's advantage. Not if he's behind that long jab and he keeps that distance and keeps a safe space. Wilder can get to him. Wilder can have Usyk on that back foot. Usyk's going to be doing a lot of lateral movement. Usyk knows he can't run in on Wilder. We saw what happened with Arthur Spilka, right? Spilka was having some moments. Got a little comfortable, ran in on him. Wilder let that right hand go from a weird angle. You look at even with Helenius. Helenius just came in, just totally reckless, abandoned all defense. But look at the way Wilder was able to get that right hand off on him. So what I'm saying is that Wilder right hand is like a heat-seeking missile. But Usyk knows that. Usyk recognized that. Usyk shouldn't make the mistakes that Wilder's previous opponents have made. But at the end of the day, I would have to favor Deontay Wilder in the fight. Just because everyone that he's fought, he's knocked out. Okay? Usyk isn't Tyson Fury. If Usyk was standing 6'7", that'd be a recipe for disaster for Deontay Wilder. I just think Deontay Wilder is going to be able to handle Usyk. He has, 2 fights with Luis Ortiz? Left-handed, southpaw, master boxer, Cuban school of boxing. But we all know when it comes to these southpaws, right? Their kryptonite is an educated, straight right hand shooting right down the pipe. And the opportunity is going to be there. And Wilder, unlike AJ, is going to throw it. That's his shot. He may try to go to the body. He may try to throw the little hooks and stuff that Scott is working with him on. But at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder is going to let that right hand go. So, more to come on Alexander Usyk, Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz, and Filip Hrgovic. But believe you me, Eddie Hearn is glad. He's glad that Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk may be falling apart. That's what he wants to hear. And then with Andy Ruiz and Filip Hrgovic, he's glad because now he gets his guy Filip Hrgovic active. He gets him out there for an opportunity to pick up a belt. And then his guy Filip Hrgovic could end up going in the ring against Deontay Wilder. But we got to hear what the WBC has to say. But obviously there's something going on. Now that the IBF is sitting here and they've just made Andy Ruiz, Filip Hrgovic the mandatories. So it's kind of crazy. So essentially what you have is the WBC where they were going to have Ruiz and Wilder fight and the winner go on to fight Fury. Fury is not following protocol. So now you got the WBC's 2 guys and you're going to let them go do something different. Wilder fight Usyk and then Andy Ruiz go fight Hrgovic. But my thing is, if the WBC is signing off on this, at what point do they bring Ruiz and Wilder back online to be in position to face Fury for the WBC mandatory? Now, I tell you what could happen. Wilder could go out here and fight because, WBC, and I think you'll understand when I say this, they're biased to the Mexican fighters. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. What I'm saying is, it's a fact, okay? What you could see happen is Wilder fight Usyk and beat Usyk. Andy Ruiz will beat Hrgovic, and then Wilder and Ruiz fight for the unified distinction. And then Ruiz gets another opportunity to get all those titles, and they got him back in, I'm just going to say Mexico because Andy Ruiz grew up right there on the damn border anyway. So, yeah, he's from America, but culturally and everything else, that man is Mexican, so give him credit for that. You know what I'm saying? But and then if Andy Ruiz beats Deontay Wilder, now you got Andy Ruiz going into a fight with Tyson Fury. That's what we could see happening. But I think Wilder beats Ruiz, but you just never know. But that being said, more to come on this. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans. Hey, always something going on in boxing. Content creators don't know. But that fly on the wall knows, and if only the fly on the wall could talk. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.